I just bought this. It said juice on it. I thought it would be juice. I don't know. I don't normally drink these things. I know some of them are like that, but it was next to zero sugar. I was wrong. It says 47, not 46. 47. Total sugars is 49. 47 grams of added carbs. 10 grams a day, Heart and Diabetes Association. Up to 10 grams max of processed sugar a day. And that's not every day. And usually I'm SOS free, which is salt, oil, sugar, and vegan. So as long as you're doing natural sugars, you can sit there and eat a whole thing of freaking ice cream and cookies one day and still go back to, and it'll be fine. It's when it's like all the time, every day. Like that's 5 days worth of sugar at max, and that's not supposed to be even like more than once a week, probably. I don't even know. Oh my sweet Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the ingredients. I just passed formaldehyde, and they forced an abortion at Bay Area Hospital the night before last. So I'm passing formaldehyde blood right now, and it was in my piss. And at first they gave me silver poisoning. This is some of his friends that were helping pass drama around to help cover it up. They're coming up the walk behind me after they were just helping Andrew. And Andrew and Melinda are one of the ones that were sitting there spreading that shit to isolate me to begin with. They isolate and shunned me, and then when I was camping out in the woods at Nasika campground is when they implanted me. I got my new iPhone 16 August 1st. I was testing the satellite demo for Apple up and down the Allegheny. I checked every campground at Nasika, so everyone that was camping at the same time, and I have my tickets somewhere, I'm not sure where right now. I have evidence all over the place, even in Portland. Oh, they brought up the copters. Gross. I'm passing silver right now. Oh, we gotta tell that ex, what was he? The only gang sign I ever flown. Ever. Gotta protect their investments or something like that, right? The one over here acted way different when I went in there another time. Which the last time I went in there, it's actually the growth period right now. I'm kind of liking this length. I don't want to shave my head completely. I'm waiting. There's like 3 black trucks. And one right there at Safeway. I'm trying not to get some other people who have nothing to do with that. They also put silver in some of my weed, I guess, and that's what I'm spitting up. I kept track. I took pictures at which dispensaries I went to, and I also took pictures in front of some of the places I ate at and made sure people saw where I was eating in case I got sick and they would know, because I just figured out what some threats were, and I had no idea what any of those things were because I'm not involved in that stuff. Yeah. And they always try and use people against me, so I'm really concerned about the people in this area. They need to be careful about what they're smoking. Somebody sounded like they had the same silver cough as I do, and it came from a cigarette, and they were smoking a cigarette. I would roll your own, check your papers, because somebody gave me a roll-up cigarette with formaldehyde painted on the inside. I have his phone number. I'm going to call him later after I'm done working. Nice new boat. I'd live on that right now. I'd fucking bring me that truck. They trashed my Xterra a couple weeks before October, and Andrew's friend landed me right in front of his tent and introduced me. And I was like, that voice sounds familiar, because at first I couldn't see his face because it was dark out. And then we talked some days later, and we jogged both of our memories. So I thought, like, I kept trying to tell them, like, you got to sit down at the table with me to help me remember. But that's never what it was about. I was already sold out to it. 2019, I was put on the map as having native blood on both sides. To Tutney, which were almost wiped out by the Oregon Trail of Tears and unrecognized. Even though there's trade contracts and pottery and language. On the other side, it's Cherokee on my dad's. I also have Irish and German and some other things. This is one of the ones that had syphilis on the shelf. Last time I went through this parking lot, and I was walking my dog over there where that sign is. And she came out the back, even though I was just going to take my dog for a walk back there. I wasn't buying any weed from her after she was stirring shit up when I was waiting in line in her store. And she came out the back, recording video after she was getting the attention of Safeway over here at the gas station. When I went in there, though, they were trying to distract me from bullshit. But they had a big old bag of what they were putting up on the shelf. And it was the black bags with the clear on the other side. Homegrown stuff. The cheaper stuff. Somebody else purposefully gave me a cigarette that had silver in it. I didn't smoke all of it. I didn't inhale all of it. But it was in the tobacco and it was in the filter. So get your own tobacco. And you better double check, even if it's sealed. If you can, buy a bigger one, break it up and reseal it in different packages and store it somewhere. I wouldn't be letting just anyone in your house, but I also wouldn't stay alone. That's how they got a lot of us. That's why they started giving the mental health records, isn't it? Oh man. This one had a leak. They said on the street. They're gonna send another chopper out. Because they're not sure what the fuck's gonna happen at this point. And there's a lot of other people moving and the tables are changing. The tables have been changing. All the factions are warring because it's a holy war now. They took advantage of their own people the most. So they've been chasing their own people out in waves as they found out more and more about what they were actually doing and what was actually going on. Different types of chips. And the biochips have bio-exit strategies. I love this shirt. I found this shirt here. It's kind of funny. Later, right? It was gonna be, I don't know now. It was never set in stone. We don't know each other. It says perfection is an illusion. Moonshine is my nickname. These are my favorite flowers, purple tulips. And my last name's Green Wild, and they call me a Starshine. Or Queen and Diamonds, the Moonshine. This is Sunshine, also known as Sprout. Yeah, pretty boy. This one's 0 sugar. I don't think that's much better anymore. There's a ton of crap in this. Well, they gave me so many sedation meds when they forced the abortion because I have formaldehyde poisoning that they put me on a lot of stuff. I'm supposed to pick up some medication, but after what they did, I'm a little nervous about that. I haven't been taking any medication for the pain at all. There's a little strawberry. Is it a strawberry? It looks like a tomato. Sorry, I'm just looking at your stuffy. There's some weird stuffy. They were using them as flags for certain things. The rubber ducks and their stuffies in their windshield at the boat ramp. So I was kind of looking at people's stuffies now. And I noticed that with the Jeep Club. The Jeep Club was the first one that started threatening me. and I don't harm myself. There's so many rumors going on right now, and something I did during a medication blackout when I was already trapped. I guess I made this fucked up video, and it was like a list of stuff that they've done that I would never do. It sounds like, I don't know the whole thing. And then the other parts of it sounded like a call for help. Like, these things are not true about me. These things are exact opposite of what I believe in. If you know me, you know this. And some of them did know that, and they just put their chips into that anyways. Because some of them were already tied in at the other one. And some of them sold out. Some of them, I think, they didn't have much of a choice. Some of them will fold to take a slap on the wrist, too. I need to go wash my hair. I didn't get to wash my hair. Abortion blood. They got kids doing it, too. That's what they've done. Because these are some of the main, we call them Coos Bay trollops, because they act like trolls. They'll sit there and keep the gossip circles going, and that's lies. The shit that they added on top of it, they pulled it from some of these women who were destroying people's lives. They pulled it from there, and then they were using it to cover their agenda, so that people wouldn't listen to the people they were gossiping about. And since they see these guys more often, this is part of how they've been moving them in small towns, so they don't listen to the people that they picked out. So you need to go find where all your crazy people went, bitches. They're coming to take me away. You're still a bitch every day. You have to use a fake username to even say anything because you don't even do anything. Go smile and pretend and forget like they do. Thanks, OTEP. I think I got dragged out to that song.